Your gift will make room for you. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for hanging out with me yet again on Wisdom on Wednesday, allowing yourself to hear my voice for 10 to 20 minutes and for us to dig deep into a possible thought, reflections, or some things that may be meaningless to you, but entertain me for a little while. But first off, thank you for sharing the podcast. Thank you for sharing the thoughts. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for allowing the algorithm to grow. Thank you for private messages. Thank you for the encouragement and correction. We appreciate that. Keep us all going on this path. As per usual, spending some time with the Lord, seeking His direction for my life. I also ask for Him to give me some things that will help us all to continue to grow, to continue to be who He's called us to be in this season of wisdom that we're seeking out. So today, wise people, remember that your gift will make room for you. Wise people, your gift will make room for you. Oftentimes people hear that verse and it's very exciting. It's a verse that makes you feel like you're going to win immediately, right from the beginning, because there's something innate inside of you that was placed there at the beginning of time that nobody else can do. You may have a sense of humor that many people find reasons to cry, but you have the ability to make people laugh when it seems like everyone else is sad, when it seems like you have this temperature gauge that you know when everybody's off. You just have a barometer to be able to get people back on task, to get people back focused, to give out things that people need. You seem like the go-to person. Can you relate? Far too often, that go-to person is the strong one that we talk about, the reliable one that we talk about, the consistent one that we talk about. But that reliable, consistent friend oftentimes knows how to make everybody else feel better because he or she may be hurting on the inside. And many of us who've dealt with childhood trauma, adulthood trauma, just trauma altogether, find a way to make humor out of things that will make you feel most humiliated. But you've been humiliated your whole life. You've been embarrassed your whole life. You've been feeling lesser than your whole life. So some people have picked up this unique skill to be able to make things that make other people cry. You can make a joke. You can possibly send a text. You can possibly quote a scripture. You can actually say something that will help somebody feel better about their situation in life. Your gift will make room for you. You see that thing inside of you, even if it's not making other people feel better, maybe it's the ability to organize your calendar, the ability to be able to allow people to follow your direction and your lead. And that gift inside of you allows others to aspire towards what you have. They gravitate to you. They want what you have and they want you in their organization. They want you to work for them because they want what's inside of you to help their success. You see where we're going today. Your gift will make room for you, meaning that you normally get hired when you interview. Your gift will make room for you. People offer you jobs because they like who you are. They like what you bring to the table. But many times our gifts will allow us to walk through the door, but it's our character at times that doesn't allow us to stay in the room. You see, your gift can open the door, but your character, your consistency, your callback, your follow through on your promises, those are the things that are going to keep you in the room. Anybody can get the job, but in order to keep the job, in order to advance on the job, in order to make other people strong like you on the job, takes character, takes commitment. It takes something that people look upon and they see you as, I want to be like that person. But many people don't see what you see in the mirror. I often try my best to not throw around big old psychological terms because it doesn't mean anything to anybody. But there's one syndrome that I found very fascinating. It's called the imposter syndrome. You see, imposter syndrome is such as this. The people that are successful, people that are successful musicians, successful orators, people that are successful at writing books, they're successful at things that people on the outside says, man, they have it all together. Externally, they look like they are doing what they need to do. But on the inside, they feel like they don't have the intellectual properties to maintain the gift, the door that they've been open to, and they don't have the wherewithal to maintain what they've been blessed with. They don't believe that they have the intellectual properties, and sometimes deep down innate, they feel like they're being a fraud. Imposter syndrome. That even though they have the skill set, even though they have the mind, they have the commitment, they have the consistency, something deep down on the inside of them don't let them feel like they are enough. They don't feel like they deserve accolades. They don't feel like when people say good job that they're being genuine. You see, when you've believed the lie as a young person, when people actually tell you the truth, you think they're lying. You see, when you have achieved and amassed great success, you sometimes wait for, as they say, the other shoe to drop. Because when you hear so much negativity as a young person, you never ever look for the good, but you look for the bad. It's hard for you to see the good in things because you've had so much turmoil. You've had so much trauma. You've had so many things that have gone wrong your way. When something's going well, you almost worry of when something bad's going to happen. The imposter syndrome. Feel like you're a fraud. Feel like you're going to wreck your marriage. That you have a happy family, a family that you're poured into, children that love you, children that admire you. But deep down on the inside, you're waiting for, when am I going to mess this up? There's no way that they love me the way they say that they do. There's no way that she is the woman that she says she is to me, that he's the man that he says he is to me. There must be something wrong. You see, the imposter syndrome is one who can't be happy with himself because he's not happy with who he is on the inside. Something was deposited, a seed was planted long ago that he would never amount to anything. You see, when you grow as a grown man or a grown woman, and you've never heard a compliment. When people compliment you, it sounds foreign. And it seems like they may want something from you versus actually just loving you. You see, when you don't know who you are, and you don't love who you are, it's very difficult for other people to accept you because you don't know who you are. You see, the imposter syndrome is not something that people are aware of. It's not something that people actually wake up in the morning and they try to ruin their lives. It's just something on the inside that almost makes them sabotage their success. Can you relate? Find yourself on a streak of happiness. Find yourself in a space, in a place where everything is going the way it should be. And you find yourself feeling depressed. You find yourself feeling like things are going to fail eventually. So I'm just going to put these things in my mind. And when they come in my mind, guess what, family? They just became reality to me. And now I'm just waiting for things to fall apart. There's no way that I can be successful. There's no way that I can achieve all my goals and still do what I've been called to do. There's no way that I can do these things. Why? Because somebody told you. Somebody that you trusted, somebody that you believed in, told you that you were never going to be anything. They never took time to tell you that you were special. The only time you were celebrated was when you got high achievements. The only time that people told you that they loved you is when it made them look good. The only time people actually spent time with you is when they were benefiting from it. Can you relate? It's hard to believe in your success if nobody has actually watered that seed. It's hard to understand that you can actually have a hard life and that hard life built you into a character person. It's okay that you've been through a lot. It's okay that you've cried a lot of tears. It's okay that just because people don't understand you all the time, it does not mean something's wrong with you. All it means is that because my father failed, because my mother failed, that doesn't mean that that's my plight in life. Just because my older siblings didn't go the way my parents planned for them to go doesn't mean that that's your plight in life. You see, the imposter syndrome, a person can go to school for years. They can get all types of accomplishments, all types of accolades, all types of awards, and they can be the head of their class. But deep down on the inside, they feel like they're a fraud. They feel like they're doing these things for all the wrong reasons. You see, they don't have the motivation to study. They don't have the motivation to learn and amass information. You see, there's some of us who struggle with imposter syndrome because they were actually doing all those things for other people. And after they actually got the carrot, they bit the carrot. You see, the donkey chases the carrot. That's how we walk up the mountain, because eventually I need to bite this carrot. Many of us have done things to please other people. And after we got to where they wanted us to go, it felt like nothing was achieved. It felt like nothing was mine. It felt like everything I did was for somebody else to be happy. But I want you to understand, your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. You see, sometimes when we think about a great man, a great woman, people who are great, we think automatically these are people who are financially or fiscally well off. But some of the most people that you will find that are great people who've had a lot and who've lost a lot. Great people are people who've had wonderful marriages and lost their marriages. Great people aren't people that are in great situations. They're people who have had great things and they know what it's like to be without it. You see, just because a person is down on their luck, as they say, just because a person that can't spin the block on particular things that look like they're successful doesn't mean that they haven't driven something phenomenal before. It doesn't mean that they don't have the intellect just because they didn't graduate from a prestigious college. You understand, a great person, a great man, a great woman is a person who could see the greatness in you. I used to enjoy riding the DOT bus from the place I lived when I went to high school and back home. And you see on the DOT bus, in the back of the bus, you had all the fun kids coming from Job Corps. They wanted to pick on the teenagers, but you understand. And then midway, not to the front, but midway, you would have the adults who were trying to get to work and get off the bus without these crazy kids saying something to them. But every now and then you would find somebody either talking to themselves, pretending to be on a cell phone. Just it looks like they were out of their mind. And as strange as this may sound, well, it may not be strange to some people. These were the people that I sought out when I rode the bus. I enjoy sitting next to people who look like the world was on their shoulders. I enjoy sitting and talking to people who look like they were ready to jump off a curb and just call it quits. You see, these were some of the most bright people that I had ever spoken to in my life. Some people who really understood philosophy. They understood history. They understood everything that I was aspiring to be. But here they were on the bus, seeming like they couldn't get things together, seeming like they just could not wrap their mind around their thoughts. They had even given up on life and didn't care about their appearance. But the wisdom that came out of their mouths, the things that they talked about, the things that they understood, the care for the world. You see, just because a person is in a situation doesn't mean that situation is them. You see, many people have a hard time coming back after they lose a loved one. Sometimes people don't recover when they have a great loss in their employment that they've poured their entire life into. Some people struggle in their mind when it seems like you've poured into your family and your family won't pour back into you. And when you need a mental health day, or you need a day where somebody can actually pamper you, you just don't have it. So these people hit their breaking point. And just because they're at their breaking point doesn't mean they're not great people. Just because they're in a frustrated season doesn't mean they've had a frustrated life. So I would steal those conversations. I would steal those amounts of wisdom. I would take those opportunities to listen to what they had to say. And this is a lesson I want you to hear today. The reason that those people were great men to me, great men and women, because of this. After they poured into a 16, 17-year-old young man with eyes that felt like they were the most important person to me, what they would do is they would show me a face of peace just for a millisecond, because they had to have their guards up all the time to protect themselves from the element, to protect themselves from all the wickedness out in Detroit. But just for a second, just for a season, somebody paid attention to them. Somebody was attentive to what they had to say. Somebody was quiet enough to listen to them and be taught. And just for a second, God allowed me to see the greatness in their eyes. Their confidence was back. God allowed me to see the wisdom in their speech. You see, your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. Just because they don't look great to you doesn't mean that they're not great. Just because they don't look like what the dumb TV has told us what greatness looks like doesn't mean they're not great. What it means is that God is evaluating the way you see things. He's teaching you to look not through what's in your eyes, but to look through what's coming out of your heart. Sometimes you can bless somebody by just listening to them. Sometimes you can bless people just by spending a little bit of time, helping them understand that they still have it, helping them understand that they're still as smart as they once were. They just might be on their hard luck right now. They just may be in a season. Can you relate? Your gift sometimes is not about what you say, but your gift sometimes is about what you hear, how you hear, and what do you do with what you heard. Your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. My question today is, when you get in the presence of those great men, what are you going to do? What will you say? What questions will you ask? I pray that this was a blessing for you today, an encouragement for you today to not give up just because things are not going the way you think they should, just because things didn't work out the way you thought they should. Doesn't mean that you don't have purpose. Doesn't mean that you don't have opportunities. Doesn't mean that you don't have some place to move, some place to grow, some place to flourish. Your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. Your gift will open the door. Will your character allow you to remain? This is Ray with Wisdom on Wednesday. I pray this word was a blessing for you. It certainly was a blessing to me. Have yourself a wonderful day and a blessed week. Take care.